The Boston Celtics are at a crossroads this NBA offseason, grappling with both the aftermath of a challenging season and the looming shadow of financial restrictions brought on by the new collective bargaining agreement, CBA. The Celtics, fresh off a deep playoff run that ended in disappointment, find themselves in a rare position where major roster moves could be on the horizon, and key players like Jaylen Brown and Derrick White are now being speculated as potential trade pieces. Just 1 year ago, Boston was on top of the basketball world, only a few games away from another championship. Yet, despite their championship aspirations, the team faces some uncomfortable financial decisions that could significantly shape their future. Add in Jayson Tatum's Achilles injury, which complicates matters even further, and the Celtics find themselves in an offseason that's set to be defined by their ability to navigate tight margins and make the right calls in a highly competitive Eastern Conference. The salary cap reality is becoming more evident, and the Celtics could explore trade opportunities for some of their key assets. While Boston's core, anchored by Tatum and Brown, has been a formidable duo, it hasn't been without its challenges. Could the Celtics really break up the pair and move one of them? Or is it more beneficial to keep them together? What about Derrick White, whose stock has risen significantly since his role in the 2022 finals? Let's take a deeper dive into the case for trading both players. The case for trading. Jaylen Brown. A $53 million question. Jaylen Brown has long been considered one of the best wings in the NBA, and his ability to score, rebound, and play defense is undeniable. After another strong season where he averaged 22.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game, Brown remains a cornerstone for the Celtics. However, with the new CBA tightening the salary cap, Boston may be forced to make a tough decision when it comes to the 26-year-old. Entering the second year of his 5-year, $286 million extension, Brown is due to make a staggering $53.1 million next season. While he is one of the most valuable players in the league, that hefty price tag could be a significant burden for a team looking to build a contender without breaking the bank. But here's the thing. If the Celtics decide to move Brown, they would likely receive a massive return in exchange. Brown is an elite talent, and his trade value is through the roof, especially for teams looking to add an all-star caliber wing to their roster. That return could help Boston bolster its depth, possibly adding a player, or players, that could fill the gaps left by a potential Tatum injury or other roster changes. The core of this conversation revolves around the overlap in skill sets between Brown and Tatum. While the two have proven to be capable of coexisting in the Celtics offense, there have been murmurs of dissatisfaction within the organization regarding whether the tandem can ever reach their true potential together. Tatum has made it clear that he's committed to Boston, but Brown has been less vocal about his long-term commitment to the team, especially when it comes to navigating the constant rumors that surround him. Tatum's Achilles injury further complicates the situation. Should the Celtics opt to trade Brown, they would still have a talented core led by Tatum, assuming he recovers and returns to full strength. But if Boston moves forward without Brown, the team could look very different heading into next season. If the Celtics can find a way to shed salary elsewhere, they might still have a playoff-caliber team even without Brown. But it would be an enormous risk to break up the duo at such a pivotal moment. The case for trading. Derrick White. A valuable trade piece. Derrick White is one of the most underrated players in the NBA. The 30-year-old guard's ability to fill various roles on both ends of the floor makes him an extremely valuable asset. His basketball IQ and versatility were crucial during Boston's championship run, and teams around the league would be quick to inquire about his availability. White is entering the first year of his 4-year, $118 million contract, which means he will make $28.1 million next season. While that's a significant number, it's much more manageable than other players on the Celtics roster, like Kristaps Porzingis at $30.7 million, or Drew Holiday, $32.4 million. Because of White's reasonable contract relative to his production, Boston could have more suitors for him compared to some of their other high-priced players. Trading White could give the Celtics financial flexibility, but at what cost? The Celtics are a team built around Tatum's eventual return to full health, and they'll want to retool their roster around him. Moving White, especially with the hopes of securing a larger piece in return, could come back to haunt them in the long term. After all, Boston's championship